Hi traders and welcome to the daily recap show for today, which is Wednesday the 10th of August. So we said we had initial support at 74.68 to 74.75 and resistance today comes in at 75.14 to 75.24. So let's go and have a look at the FTSE today. Okay, so as you can see, the FTSE has behaved brilliantly in terms of the zones in our report today. We said we had the initial support here. We opened and we held that as support at the open. No real reversal signals. We was opening up there. We had this really strong bullish momentum here, so some sort of form of acceptance above this zone when it held a support would have been okay. Bit of a sort of continuation pattern here, not one that I would suggest is really high probability. It wasn't a strong enough move for it to be a real proper continuation pattern. However, it is a higher low into that zone, so it is a lower probability signal. We then got to push up, and we've seen this grind higher. These middling zones didn't particularly work very well. You would have been looking to take some profits certainly from any longs from this zone into this zone here. And then as the day went on, you can see it's a bit choppy action. We got that news out at 1:30 in the US, and we got that big push up into that resistance zone, which also capped the action nicely, both there and there. So the zones have worked really well today. Like I say, maybe not like super high probability and clear cut entries, but certainly not as per my plan, but there are still some signals there and some opportunities to get both long and short from those zones. So hope you've taken advantage of that. Now let's go and have a look at the DAX. Okay, so we said the DAX had really tightened overnight with balancing, and it was balancing above the support zone at 13,495 to 515. And with this price action, we also need to be very wary of false breaks. So that was a key point that we made in the report. And then other than that, we said we had aggressive initial resistance at 13,560 to 580. However, for sells, I feel waiting for cleaner and clearer resistance is much safer. I also said that the action around that 560 to 580 zone could be very telling for the session. So let's go and have a look at the DAX today. Okay, so again, the DAX actually really played out very much as I expected on the report. So we actually broke down below that zone, that 495 to 515 zone. In the pre-market session. We then got to push down, and then we got the false break. You see, we got to push down, and then we got this really strong push back up above that zone to suggest that was the false break, which we sort of mentioned in the report. So we then got pulled back here. I was actually looking for a long here myself on this pullback, but I couldn't quite make sense of the risk reward or get the right signal that I wanted to. We then just chopped around a little bit, and we sort of held this sort of 560, 580 zone, but without any real sort of push back down. And then again, on that news, we've got the really strong push up above that zone. So the markets have worked really well today. The zones have worked really well. I hope you're finding these reports useful. I hope you're taking advantage of them. Please, if you haven't already, please sign up to the Key Zone service. The link is in the box below on our YouTube channel. I hope you're having a great week, and I'll speak to you soon.